Starfall City was wrapped in soft pastel fog the night the trouble began. It wasn't spooky fog, more like fluffy cotton candy mist drifting around street lamps. But it carried something strange with it, echoes. Not normal echoes of footsteps or traffic. These sounded like tiny voices humming half-finished melodies, like lost songs searching for someone to hear them. Rumi noticed it first while warming up for rehearsal. Every time she sang a note, the fog hummed a faint harmony back at her. Mira stepped onto the stage and heard the ground vibrate with hidden bass lines. Zoey spotted glowing trails swirling inside the mist like drifting sheet music. "Something's calling to us," Zoey murmured. Before they could investigate, a soft chime rang through the fog. The color drained from the world in a wave, purples becoming gray, blues fading to white, neon signs dimming. Then, one by one, people began vanishing from the sidewalks, dissolving into glimmers of light. Children, parents, dancers, shopkeepers, all disappearing without screams, without panic, just fading. The girls sprinted outside. The square was empty except for drifting fog and echoing fragments of unfinished songs. Rumi touched the fog gently. It pulsed, then formed a faint outline of a small child who seemed to whisper, "Help us, we're lost." Then the image faded. Mira's eyes widened. These aren't ghosts. They're memories pulled out of people. Something is separating them from their own melodies. Zoey clenched her star baton. "We need to follow the source." The fog parted on its own, forming a spiral path glowing faint gold. With a shared nod, the girls followed it out of the city and into Harmony Woods, a shimmering forest where sound carried in strange ways. The deeper they walked, the louder the lost melodies became, each one tugging at their hearts like someone calling from far away. At the center of the woods stood an ancient, vine-covered stone stage known as the Echo Altar. Floating above it was a ghostly figure with long, ribbon-like hair made of musical notes. Her eyes were gentle but hollow. Bundled in her arms were glowing orbs, each containing the faint shape of a person from the city. "A melody keeper," Rumi whispered. "A guardian spirit of lost songs, but she shouldn't be stealing people." The spirit drifted in slow circles, singing a broken lullaby. Each note caused an orb to dim. The keeper wasn't evil, she was confused, overwhelmed, trying to protect too much at once. Mira stepped forward carefully. "She thinks everyone's songs are lost. She's trying to keep them safe, but she's hurting them." The spirit froze. Her lullaby trembled. She clutched the orbs tighter, as if afraid to let go. Zoey whispered, "We need to reach her. She's trapped in her own grief." Rumi placed her mic staff on the ground. "Then we sing to her, not a battle song, a guiding one." The girls formed a small circle around the stone stage. Rumi began with a soft rising melody warm as sunrise. Mira added grounding tones that wrapped around it like a comforting hug. Zoe's gentle starlight harmonies drifted through the air like floating lanterns. Their music wasn't flashy or loud. It was calm, healing. The fog brightened. The lost voices inside it responded, humming back with tiny, cautious notes. The melody keeper lifted her head. Her eyes filled with shimmering tears as she listened. Slowly she lowered the orbs, each one glowing stronger as the girls' harmony filled them. The keeper reached out with trembling hands, letting the orbs float down to the altar. One by one, They burst into harmless sparks of light and reformed into the missing people across Starfall City, returned safely to where they belonged. But the keeper herself began flickering. She had spent so long holding everyone else's melodies that her own had nearly faded away. Rumi stepped closer. "Let us help you find your song again." Zoey raised her baton. Mira lifted her palms. Together, they sent the softest harmony burst they had ever created, delicate, shimmering strands that formed a single, complete melody. They offered it to the keeper like a friend extending a hand. The spirit absorbed the melody. Her shape grew brighter, solidifying into a glowing figure with calm, grateful eyes. Her voice, gentle, pure, finally completed the lullaby she had been unable to finish for centuries. With a graceful bow, the melody keeper vanished into drifting sparkles of gold, her purpose finally restored. The fog lifted from the woods and the city alike. Colors returned. Lights flared bright. People resumed their day, unaware of how close they had come to losing themselves forever. Rumi, Mira, and Zoey walked back toward Starfall City, tired but smiling. Rumi stretched. "That was the softest monster fight ever." Zoey laughed. "More like a rescue mission." Mira nodded. "Sometimes the lost don't need to be defeated, they just need to be heard." And as dawn painted the sky with new colors, the girls felt the world humming gratefully around them, as if the city itself knew their melody had kept it whole.